Hi. All right, we're gonna fill up the Model Z now. Okay, come with me. All right. So yeah, follow me in the men's room here. We may have to put up a sign that says, you know, out of order, or you don't have to do this in the men's room, but I'm going to show you why it makes this go a lot faster. And that's because in this particular building, we have this faucet here that goes about 10 times faster than the one in the kitchen. So I've got this handy little setup here with a little stool, as we'll call it, and you could probably use a chair that might be a little bit smarter. And we set this thing right up on top, so we're confident that it's relatively stable. And notice I'm holding the cord and the other end of this hose, and it's all kind of gathered up in my hand, and I hold this with my left hand. It just makes everything sort of easier, because it's like a 16-foot long cable. It's long. So I hold this in my left hand, and I found this little hose in here, and somebody figured out that this enables you to fill buckets pretty easy. So go like that, and then if you come a little closer, you can see how fast this fills up. So depending on how confident you are in your strength, well, let's put it this way. I'm going to fill it up maybe 3/4 of the way, because I don't want this thing to tear my arm off. But if you're stronger than me, you can always fill it up more, so less trips. But it literally filled it up that fast, so super fast. Then we pick it, and we follow me.
Look at this.
Don't mind the mess on the floor. Okay. I'm going to set this down here. I'm going to refill the third Model Z. This is number 3. This is number 2 in the middle, and number 1 is all the way on the left. So I've already filled 1 and 2. I'm going to fill the third one. And with this 5-gallon bucket, it takes several trips when it's completely empty. So it may only take you 1 or 2, or at the most 3, if you're here every 2 to 3 weeks. So I'm going to take the hose. I could set the wire down, take the hose, and you're going to have to kind of feel with your hand down here. There's a fill hole, and I'm going to show you. Yeah, it's right in there. It's kind of hard to see, but you could feel it. It's a hole, and you put this end in the hole and snake it down at least 6 inches, just so you're confident that it's not going to come out. Okay. Now, okay, so now the hose is in there. I'm going to do 2 things with my left hand. One is to hold that hose in place, because when I turn the pump on, it's going to be like a fire hose. You want to hold it in place with your left hand. The other thing you want to do with your left hand is stick, let's say, these 3 fingers in the filter pocket, so you can detect, you'll feel with your fingertips when you feel moisture. When you feel moisture in the filter pocket, then you'll know that it's full. So I'm going to do that now. I got my hand in the filter pocket. I'm just kind of smushing the filter down a little bit. And I've got my index finger and thumb sort of pinching that hose so it doesn't go anywhere. And then we have this extension cord. It's plugged into the wall over there. And then I plug it into the extension cord, plug the pump in, and then to start the pump, you hit the reset button. Okay, so while it's filling, you can see the water, it's draining very quickly. And have your finger on this off button, because as soon as you detect moisture, you don't want to walk away at this point, because if the tank was almost already full and you try to put an extra 5 gallons in it, then you're gonna have a mess. So we are just at the bottom here. You can kind of hear the pump struggling. We don't want to let the pump struggle for too long, because it's not good for it. Okay, so the filter, it's not wet yet, so that means I have to make another trip. So let me show you how I do that. So I pull this hose out. Okay, I hold it and I unplug the outlet, and I want to keep this end dry and just kind of hold these together, gather this up, and make another trip to fill it up, and that's how you fill the Model Z.
Okay, bye.